Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. I'm going to give y'all a little update on how the vegetables are growing. We started the sweet potatoes about a week and a half ago. Put toothpicks in the side, put them in mason jars or just glass jars, change the water every 2 days so that it stays fresh, and the potatoes will start making slips. When the potatoes start making slips, you gently pinch off each slip and then you put it in water again. And then the little slips will start developing roots. And that's how it looks. Very simple, very easy. And I will keep changing the water every couple of days. And once they start getting roots on them, I will plant them. My goal is to plant them in the ground on May 5th. These were the potatoes that we grew last year. We saved some of the smaller ones to use for tube potatoes or seed potatoes, but they're sweet potatoes. Very simple. As long as you keep changing the water every couple of days, you won't have any problem and you'll have healthy slips. I put the slips in the water for about a week. I will plant these on May 5th. These were the regular seed potatoes that I showed y'all. I believe it was Groundhog's Day was when I got them planted. About a week or so before, I cut all the potatoes, cut the eyes off, and let them heal over, and then planted them on Groundhog's Day. They don't have too much longer to go, and they'll be ready to be harvested. This is one of the drums that we plant the potatoes in. We have 5 of these. This is another one. You can already see the ground starting to break. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But the potatoes are making. It won't be long and we'll be digging fresh potatoes. This also is the yellow onions and red onions that we planted all around the same time that we planted the potatoes. They are doing very well. We have a small little patch of sweet corn. Mixed in with the sweet corn is some sunflowers. We grow sunflowers to feed the seeds to the goats because it's very healthy for them. The celery is still doing amazing. I'm about to harvest the celery and dehydrate some of it and put some of it in the freezer. This is another potato pot. Doing really well. We have some baby fruit trees right here that's doing really good. Some blueberries, some crab apples, and I have some turmeric planted in the pots. It's not come back up yet. It'll take a little longer to come back. All the ginger, of course, is going crazy. This is another little pot that has regular potatoes in it, doing quite well. And this is the garlic. I showed y'all in a video how to start garlic. It was also planted on Groundhog's Day. It was started the week or so before so that little roots would develop. It's doing very well. This is some cabbage that I restarted from store-bought cabbage to do an experiment to see how well it would do. The one little bell pepper plant was left over from last year. Unbelievably, it survived the winter in the greenhouse. Then we have some zucchini. All of them seem to be doing quite well. Cabbage is a little ate up. We keep putting dust on it, but it was just an experiment to see how well it would do from regrowed store-bought cabbage. In this raised bed here, we have some green beans. It's going to be pole beans that will grow up over the lattice. And some grapes. This bed right here is where we plant the sweet potatoes. I'll be planting them in about a week or so. And I'm not sure how well y'all can see these, but this is a row of tomatoes that we started from seeds. They are still kind of tiny, but they look very healthy. We have 2 rows of them. We have the guarding netting so that they can grow up through the netting to help stake them when they get bigger. The green onion has grown wild. I'm about to cut it off and dehydrate some of it, and that's all of the lavender basil that came right back. I did not have to replant it. On the other end is where we have the ginger planted. It will take a little bit longer. Not the ginger, the turmeric. Sorry. It will come back a little bit later in the year. This is the rest of the Homestead tomatoes to plant down the other row. All of these were started from seeds. Right here we have some bell peppers. Some of them came up and some of them didn't. Some spider plants that I restarted. And right here we started some fig trees from little cuttings. They all made it. It took us about 6 months to get them started. Those are about to leaf out. I started some Camellias from cuttings. They've already taken root, doing really well. This is a Meyer lemon tree. We've had it for about, I guess, close to a year. We keep potting it up as it grows. Another celery that I've started. Another Meyer lemon tree. Actually has little tiny lemons on it already. It smells wonderful. Never really realized how fragrant the lemon trees were, but they are very fragrant. A spider plant. Unbelievably, a spider plant is actually edible. I'll do a video on that later on. These plants, looks like plants, are actually satsumas that I started from a seed. I have been babysitting them and working with them. Finally put them outside so that they could get some sunshine and start growing bigger. Have a little stash of, I guess, aloe vera. I'm going to be making soap with aloe vera. So I had a lot of the aloe veras make babies and replanted them and repotted them as they grow so that I can make some aloe vera soap. This is the lemongrass. I'm going to have to pull this all out and separate it and replant it in other places. Lemongrass is very good for you. Over here in this other bed we have green beans planted. Been trying to get the weeds down. It's a little dry. Gonna water everything good in the mornings and in the evenings. On the other side of the green beans we have a few cucumbers that came up. We will have to replant them because all of them did not come up. There's just a few of them. Plan on planting some more of them. On the other row that's not been weeded, we're going to plant spaghetti squash. Our little miniature roses are looking so beautiful. I have them planted at the back side of the bunny barn. We have these over here too. They have just gotten so bloomed out. So tiny. All the large blueberry bushes are doing well. They all got trimmed back last year, and they're all putting on berries. Y'all can see all the little berries coming on. There's 5 large blueberry bushes on the homestead. Have a beautiful little peach tree right here. It's done been up potted a couple times. Not ready to put it in the ground yet. This is a Japanese magnolia. I have a couple of them. They look so weird in the wintertime. They lose all their leaves. And then they make their flowers. And then after the flowers go away, then they make their leaves again. It's such a beautiful purplish color. Beautiful bush. Have some muscadines growing wild on the fence. Guess that's about all of the gardening. We have to get busy now and start a bunch more seeds in the big garden. It's time to start planting. Hopefully all the cold nights are gone. Just want to give y'all an update on how the potatoes were growing and how the onions and garlic was doing. And don't forget to start those sweet potato slips. If you have any more questions on starting sweet potatoes, just email me at cozycottagehomestead@yahoo.com. Be happy to help you if I can. Farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.